Ever noticed something strange? A man in his 20s tries hard to impress, talks more, proves more, chases more. But a man in his 40s walks into the room, says less, does less, and still commands more respect. Why? It's not just age, it's something deeper. And once you understand this, you stop chasing attention and start attracting respect. Let's break it down. First, older men don't seek validation. Most young men make one critical mistake. They want to be liked. They adjust their behavior. They over-explain. They try to impress. But here's the truth. The moment you seek validation, you lose respect. Older men understand this. They don't need approval to feel valuable. Their self-worth is internal. This is pure Stoicism. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good." When a man is not controlled by others' opinions, people naturally start respecting him. Second, they master emotional control. Younger men react. They get triggered easily, jealous, insecure, frustrated. But older men, they observe, they pause, they respond. This calmness is powerful, because emotional control signals strength. Not loud strength, but silent, dangerous strength. Stoic philosophy teaches this clearly. As Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When a man controls his emotions, he becomes unpredictable in the best way. And that creates respect. Third, they have purpose beyond people. A young man often makes women the center of his life. His mood depends on her replies. His confidence depends on her attention. But an older man, he has a mission. His focus is on his work, his growth, his legacy. Women are not his purpose, they are a part of his life. This shift changes everything, because respect comes from direction. When a man knows where he's going, others naturally follow his lead. Fourth, they are comfortable with silence. Most men fear silence. They fill every gap with words, jokes, explanations. But older men, they are comfortable saying less. They listen more than they speak. And this creates mystery. Silence shows confidence. It says, "I don't need to prove anything." And in a world full of noise, the quiet man stands out. Fifth, they accept reality, not fantasy. Younger men often chase ideal versions of life. Perfect relationships, constant happiness. But older men, they've seen reality. They understand rejection, failure, loss, and instead of complaining, they accept it. This is the core of Stoicism. Accept what you cannot control. Master what you can. This makes them stable. And stability is rare. That's why it's respected. Sixth, they don't chase. They attract. Here's the biggest shift. Young men chase. They text first, double text, overthink. But older men, they focus on becoming. They build their value quietly. And here's the paradox. The less you chase, the more you attract. Because chasing signals lack, while self-focus signals abundance. Final truth, it's not about age, it's about mindset. You don't need to be older to be respected. You need to think like a man who has lived, a man who understands. Attention is temporary, but respect is earned. So stop trying to impress. Start building yourself. Control your emotions. Focus on your purpose. Value your silence. Because the moment you stop needing validation is the moment you start gaining respect. Remember, respect isn't given to the loudest man in the room. It's given to the one who doesn't need to prove anything.